Hi, I'm Harold Huab.
Hi, I'm Nicolita,
Hi, I'm Dee.
and we are the Southeast Sessions, and we are a part of this year's KC Winter Arts Festival.
I've been doing different kind of things, but like for expressing. But in terms of like what my body really wants to is dancing. So yeah, I can express more in dancing, and that's how I get into dancing. And not just any dancing, but like more in streets, freestyle dancing.
Same practice as Harold. I come from the freestyle street scene, mainly hip hop, and then last 10 years has been house, and then locking and popping. So the main practices is for me is to actually connect with other dancers, learn from other dancers, especially the different styles, and see what we can actually learn from each other and grow. But for me, dancing is literally just growing. I've been dancing for over 20 years, and I always say to my friends, I'm still a student, like I'm still learning. I don't think I'll ever be not a student.
Yeah, similar but different as well. We are all coming from the freestyle background. However, with me, I did start off in the choreography and the dance crew scene here in the Southeast, so that's where I was born and bred in terms of my artistry and dance. And then going off into the West, in the last 4.5 years, really diving into the ballroom scene and within that scope, Vogue Femme. But yeah, so my practice really heavily involves being within the community and you know, practicing communal activities and being with one another. And
That's why I like it, because of it, you get the core moves, core style. You can expand from it. Yeah, because everyone's gonna say, "Oh, you're just learning the basics, the foundations," but you can make your own flavor from it.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it like spirit hip hop.
yeah.
Yeah, that's my opinion. How about you?
Yeah, and like I think you know, expanding on that, honestly, in terms of the parallels that street dance, hip hop, ballroom, all these styles can bring, is the fact that it's an insane expansion and limitless creativity, birthed from oppression, and you know that relatability in terms of all of our upbringing as people of color and how it was birthed from the oppressed Black and Latinx people of America, and it translated so smoothly and, you know, universally across the globe. So it's really, you know, it's a home for all forms of expression, and there's no limitations. It's always expanding the limitations and pushing the boundaries and
evolving.
evolving.
Virgin first, that's why I like from it.
Yeah, and honestly, it's almost a universal language. You know, you can have actual language barriers with people. However, like the moves and the actual like dance moves, it can be translated just so well, and it's so, like I said, freeing, and it's almost a surrender of control. Really, you're letting the music dictate you, and you're just more so the vessel. And with that, it's the practice of letting go of control and also polishing and mastering, you know, like certain moves to be an expert in your craft.
To tell this history and to honor the history of it.
Yeah.
Besides that one, we can learn and create more from it too.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of our stories tell how something so beautiful can come from, you know, some of the darkest places of struggle. As fun and as enthusiastic and as enigmatic and like such an explosion of color and light as this art form is, it's always continuously going to be told time and time again that this was born from struggle, you know, born from a boombox, like we say, you know. How about you guys?
Yeah, so what Nicole said, it's like in general of the street dancing community, hip hop. Yeah. Yeah. And if I'm gonna say the history or like how we came from, the Southeast session itself is still struggle.
Yeah.
Because most of it, like, it was started when we doing jam in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually dancers just go there. The other people that are still from the Southeast were like,
Yeah.
oh, let's create a group chat. Let's create it.
And
then
actually
do a
start
jam
doing it
there.
here. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and then from there, it actually took a while for us to get everyone together until COVID hits.
Yeah, it was during lockdown.
So, yeah.
So the Southeast Sessions was created before lockdown. It is Harold's little brainchild. And like he said, a lot of us were going to the cities for the jams because that's where majority of the community is. So we'll be staying at the jams to 10, 11, then you got to catch a train home, then you got to wake up for work. And like he didn't realize, when I didn't realize, that some of the dancers do come from the Southeast. So his idea was, why don't we create a community here? Why are we constantly going to the city? That kind of thing. So it did take a little while with 2 years of lockdown. But it has generated interest. The last 5 months, we've had a fortnightly jam in Dandenong.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be an explosion of color and light and all things bright. Like it's gonna be showcasing, like Harold said, the talent here in the Southeast that hadn't been heard of necessarily or seen. It's gonna showcase the different styles of dancing and what the Southeast can bring, and who has been here that hasn't been recognized. Yeah.
The local artists of the Southeast, not only dancers, but singers as well. So we plan to have a big party, literally.
And everyone is welcome. You don't need to be a dancer. You don't need to be an artist. It's, like we said, a collaboration. It's gonna be an exchange of energies. You can be a spectator, you can be a mover, you can be a singer, you can be whatever. Everyone is welcome.
First time experiencing the cold is something different for me, and I like it. Yeah. So yeah, especially when we went to the snow for the first time. Yeah, my sister slipped there, and she got traumatized by it. I'm a horrible brother, but I was like, hey, you sure you still want to come next time? Yeah, but I like the cold, so yeah.
Coming from the Philippines, you like the cold. That's such like this.
The polarity. Yeah. I'm gonna take a different spin on that, and I'm gonna let's say in terms of pop culture. Ooh, the Grinch. The Grinch is my favorite winter story. Why? Relatability? Nah. No, it's just this a different take on a traditional kind of view on Christmas. And I don't know, for me personally, Grinch is hip hop. He is hip hop through and through. He although he's a rebel, coming from struggle, coming from trauma and oppression.
Being an outcast.
Yeah, the outcast, living the outskirts and the underground, quite literally. Sticking to the man type of attitude, like wanting to be away from the systematic and just like the outside the paradigm of societal views. Grinch is hip hop, so Grinch is my favorite winter story.
That is a different take. Wow. How am I going to top that? Favorite winter story. I guess that's when I went snowboarding in Japan. Snow in Melbourne or even Australia doesn't even compare. So I'm talking about snow this deep and literally trying to go down the mountain, carving through something that's this deep. So that's my favorite winter story. Just experiencing just real snow. Yeah.